There are many people down the South Loop with shoulder pain, previous sports injuries, or just repetitive stress from work. If you're suffering with shoulder pain, we can get it done here. Hey guys, Dr. Luke Stringer here from Advanced Health Chiropractic down the South Loop in Chicago. We're back with our rockstar CA, Jaslyn, and today I want to go through one of our shoulder soft tissue protocols. Jaslyn is a high-level softball player, played at University of Chicago over here. Obviously, all the repetitive motion that she put through her shoulder, she's dealing with ongoing shoulder issues, and we do a lot of treatment of Jaslyn's shoulder. So a couple of things we want to do when we're treating any joint and soft tissue is we want to focus on essentially improving the tissue health and then improving the mobility of the shoulder, and then we're going to get into the treatment. So all of our patients essentially do a warm-up of the injured area before they actually get treated. So I just want to go through some things that you can do at home and or you're going to do in the clinic with us in terms of when we're treating that shoulder. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use this, the cross ball. The cross balls are great at getting in and treating damaged tissue and helping break down adhesion. Adhesion is basically collagen, which is scar tissue in a joint. Doesn't do a very good job. Acts like glue, limits range of motion, and it offers lots of instability. We're going to focus on two areas of Jaslyn's shoulder. We're going to focus at the front of the shoulder here, where her pec anchors into her shoulder. And then we're going to focus at the back of her shoulder and all these structures that sit at the back of her shoulder. We're going to use the lacrosse ball. We're going to spend a couple of minutes up front and a couple of minutes in the back, and then we're going to get into the PVC pipe that Jaslyn's holding here. So essentially this is how we get going with the lacrosse ball. Alright guys, so you're going to take this lacrosse ball, you're going to find a wall, and then essentially any area that creates pain, but it's going to be in and around this kind of triangle between your shoulder blade and your arm. You want to get into that soft tissue and spend anywhere from 1 minute to 5 minutes just working that soft tissue. So Jaslyn's going to spend the next minute here just working the soft tissue in the back of her affected shoulder. Alright guys, so after you spent several minutes in the back of the shoulder, we want to also treat the front of the shoulder. Why? A lot of shoulder injuries, we compensate shoulders round forwards, and this soft tissue in the front of your shoulder that essentially anchors your chest and shoulder together gets really beat up too. So Jaslyn's going to show you how to work the front of the shoulder. Same premise, find a wall, a cross ball, you're going to get in and beat up that soft tissue. Alright guys, so the next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to start treating that soft tissue. We're going to do this in two parts. First part is we're going to use this massage gun. We use the Hypervolt, we love it. There's a bunch of guns out there, they're all pretty similar. And this is designed to really kind of break down that adhesion. And essentially with Jaslyn, we're going to focus on chest, shoulder, and we're going to spend several minutes in each body part working with the massage gun here. So here goes. Alright guys, so we're going to put the Hypervolt on the top setting, so essentially really vibrating here, and then we're just going to get into this soft tissue in Jaslyn's shoulder. And then this kind of hurts so good, right Jaslyn?
Great.
So we're just going to get into all that chest tissue, we're going to get into that actual shoulder, work that bicipital tendon. Just going to do all of this. So we just worked the front of Jaslyn's shoulder, we got into that chest and the front of the shoulder here. We're just working all these structures in the back of the shoulder. How you doing?
Great.
Awesome. Okay, so after we've kind of really beaten up that soft tissue and essentially got that tissue, lots of blood, lymph, oxygen in there, we're actually going to do some passes on the shoulder. This is a specific technique that we've trained in, and essentially what we're trying to do is take the tissue from a short position to a long position while that tissue's under tension, and by doing that you can clean out adhesion, and that's going to improve the mobility and obviously get rid of the pain in Jazz's shoulder. So today we're going to focus on what we call the spinadices. They sit right down the back of your shoulder blade, and we're going to treat them essentially like this. So Jazz is going to bring her arm out. You're going to contact that tissue, apply some tension. She's going to bring it all the way across. Good. Arm out to the side for me. Yeah, out to the side. We come all the way across. Good. Out to the side for me. All the way across. Good. And you're going to bring this arm up. So after we treat the spinadices, we're going to go into a muscle group called the teres, which essentially do a similar job, stabilizing, moving the arm and the shoulder. And this movement, Justin's going to take this arm down to a right pocket. Hand's going to come over the top. She's going to pull over. Good. She's going to come up, and then we're going to keep working here. Good. Good. We do one more pass. Relax. Okay, and the last thing we're going to do here, we're going to adjust Jazz's shoulders. We want to make sure that joint's in alignment so it can move well, and this is how we adjust the shoulder. So what we're going to do, we're going to adjust both the shoulder and the kind of scapula, that whole joint, and all the ribs at the back of, obviously the back of Jazz in here. We're going to bring that arm across, we're going to bring that shoulder into alignment. We're going to bring our hand underneath that shoulder. We're going to come right in, we're nice and tight to the chest. We're going to come through here. Good. All right, guys, so essentially that's part of our shoulder protocols here. We help many people down in South Loop with shoulder pain, previous sports injuries, or just repetitive stress from work. If you're suffering with shoulder pain, we can get it done here. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell for more treatment videos. We'll see you on the next video.